Hello and welcome to this session. Today I will take up direct and indirect speech, which is an important chapter for all the competitive exams. Those who are new to my channel, please subscribe the channel, and the content I have tried to give you full explanation. If you like the channel, please like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon for further notifications. So here I start here. I have given you the sentences which I will be explaining each and every sentence very well. You just try your own answers. If you have corrected, you just see how much you can score. So, number one sentence is, he said to me, wait here till I return. So, the sentence is in direct speech and you'd have to just see the reporting verb. So, the reporting verb is in the past tense. This is the reporting verb and this is in the past tense. And the sentence starts with a verb. So this verb will change into an infinitive, that is to wait in the indirect speech. So here you see, he said, one more thing, let me tell you, that the reporting verb is in the past tense, then the speech in the indirect speech will change into simple past tense. This is in the present tense, it will change into simple past tense. And the word here becomes there. So I have given here you the chart in which the changes come in the from the direct it becomes indirect. What are the words? So here you see he said me. This is not correct because after said you don't put an object. He asked me to wait there till he returned. He asked me to wait there when he returns. So as I told you, this changes into past tense. So this is not correct. He ordered me. Now this is no ordering. So this is also wrong. So correct option is B. Now asked can be used both to say something or to ask a question. So this is correct. Next sentence. Now here I have given you the chart. You just learn them. What are the changes in the word? So here you learn these. Here becomes there, today becomes that day, this morning, that morning, yesterday, the day before, tomorrow, the next day, next week, the following week, next month, the following month, now becomes then. So you see the changes, you remember that you have to change in this way, and with practice only you can learn more and more. Ago become before, thus becomes here so, night before for last night, this, that, there, these, those, hither, thither, hence, thence, and come, go. Now these two words are not much used these days. This is an old English. So I hope you understand this changes. Suppose he says, he said to his sister, in inverted comma, come here, come fast. All right, he said to his sister, come fast. So he asked his sister to go fast. Come fast, go fast. Come becomes go. So the next one is the change in models. Of course, can becomes could, you see. May becomes might in indirect speech. If you have must, he says, we must go to class. So what will be the answer? He said, we must go to class. He said them that they had to go to class. They would have to go to class. So must will always change into had to or would have to. Should remains should, might is might, could is could, would is would, ought to remains ought to. Now here will, of course, you must remember becomes would in the indirect speech. Shall becomes should or would. Now next you see pronouns. I becomes he or she. You, he, she or they. You can be singular or plural. We becomes they remains they, he is he. Next you see, she is she, alright, and here it remains it, us is them, our is their, his is his, and her is her. For example, if we see, if we have the sentence, the boys said, alright, comma, we love our teacher. Now you see, we love our teacher. The boys said, alright, the boys said that, we becomes they. They loved, our becomes their. Love their teacher. Full stop. Can understand now? So these are the changes. Now let's go to the next sentence. How do we change? And you also try. He said, I love my parents. Now again you see, this is in reporting verb is in past tense. So you will change the sentence into past tense. He said that he loved his parents. It is wrong because the love word is not past tense. He said that he loved his parents. He said he loved his parents. This is wrong again. He said that I loved my parents. This is also, the pronouns also change. I will change according to he. So this is the correct answer. He said that he loved his parents. Now the next one. The doctor said to the patient, quit smoking. The doctor never orders, no. Doctor gives advice. And this is, again you see, starting with a verb. So it will change into an infinitive. To quit. Okay. So this is again in the reporting speech. So this will change in the past tense. This is in the past tense. So this will also change in the past tense. The doctor ordered, it cannot be. Doctor advised, advice. Either the answer will be from B or C. The doctor also did not said. Now the doctor advised the patient to quit smoking. The doctor advised the patient for quitting, it is not correct. Always the verb becomes infinitive here in the indirect sentence. So this will be correct, this will be wrong. Next sentence you see. Sorry. She said, I always drink tea. So here again the reporting verb is in past tense. You have to change into past tense. Simple past tense. The simple present tense becomes simple past tense. And this verb is the verb V1. And in the indirect speech it becomes V2. So V2 is drink, drank, and drunk. So this is V1, V2 and V3. So remember, when it is the reporting verb is in the simple past tense, you have to change into simple present tense. You have to change into simple past tense in the reporting, in the indirect speech. So she said that she always drunk. Now this is V3. You cannot do. This is wrong. She said that she have always drank tea. Oh my God. This is also wrong. She said that she always drank tea. She said that she always drink tea. Now this is also wrong. So this is V2 and this is correct. Next sentence you see. Mrs. Aslam said, I don't do business that way. So Mrs. Aslam said, I don't do. So it will change into simple past tense. So this is wrong, don't do. This will be that I did not do business that way. Now, I cannot be no. This pronoun also will change, no, according to Mrs. Aslam, that is she. So Mrs. Aslam said that she did not do business that way. This will be wrong. This will be wrong. Now, next one, number 6 we do. I hope you all are getting them correct. She said to them, don't make a noise. So it is what? She said to them, don't make, she's not telling them, she's asking them, not to make a noise. So this will be correct, this will be wrong, this will be wrong, this will be wrong. She told them not to make noise, she told them not that don't make a noise. So these are wrong. Sapna said, I bought a laptop yesterday. Now here there is a little change. Now you see here. This sentence, reporting verb is in past, simple past tense. Simple past tense. And the speech is also in the simple past tense. Earlier ones were present tense and they were changed into simple past tense. Now when the sentence is in simple past tense, the indirect speech will change into past perfect tense. This you have to know the change. Sapna said that I have bought a laptop. Now this is present tense. So this is wrong. Sapna told that she has bought. This is also present tense. This is wrong. Sapna said that she bought a laptop the previous day. This is also wrong. Now I hope you are understanding. Yesterday becomes previous day. Now this will be correct. The D1 will be Sapna said that she had bought. Now this is past perfect. She had bought. The had plus V3 becomes past perfect. So this is the correct answer. Now next one, number 8. He said, I'll teach physics online tomorrow. So he said, now this is I will. So as I told you, will changes into would. So he said he would teach physics online the next day. He said he should, oh my, no. He said he can teach, no. He said he cannot teach, this is also wrong. So this will be correct. He said he would teach physics online. Tomorrow becomes the next day. So this is correct. So you have to be very careful while changing it. So only I think about a month is left for your exam to come, the next exam which is coming. So here in this you just practice more and more and you see what change. You will be very confident with it, with these sentences. Jim said to me, please lend me your pen. Now this is an imperative sentence, means there is a request. Imperative sentence means there should be request, there should be order, there should be command. So you have to put the requested word. Jim requested me to lend him my pen. Jim requested me for lending. Now here I told you as the imperative verb always becomes infinitive. It will become to lend. So, and of course, this please is there. So you have to put requested. So in these two will be of course wrong. Both the either of the sentences will be correct. So the Jim requested me for lending is also wrong. So there is an infinitive and therefore this is the correct answer. Next one you see. The officer said to the clerk, do it soon. So officer commands, no? He orders. So officer said to the clerk cannot be. The officer ordered the clerk for doing it soon. This also will be, this is a command, imperative sentence. So there has to be a imperative, an infinitive. So C is correct. The officer is not requesting. So C is correct. Number 11. Number 11. Tariq said, hurrah, I have won the match. So this is an exclamatory sentence. So when hurrah is there, you remember it is some joy, some happiness. So Tariq exclaimed with joy. This is the correct way. You cannot write Tariq said. This is an exclamation. This exclamation mark is there, no? So you understand that this is an exclamatory sentence and you have to put exclaimed. Tariq exclaimed with joy he had won the match. Tariq exclaimed with joy that he has won. This is wrong. So number C is also wrong because exclaimed with joy, this verb is not correct. That he had, this is correct. C is wrong. Next one you see, number 12. Sajid said, alas, how foolish I have been. So now this alas is used for some kind of sadness, sorrow. So this is also exclamatory sentence. So you have to put exclamatory. This is wrong. Sajid exclaimed with sorrow that he had been very foolish. So now this how and what becomes very in the indirect sentence. Sajid exclaimed with sorrow that he had been very foolish. So now, as is not correct, no. So this is also wrong. Sajid exclaimed this or that he is very foolish. It has to be in the past tense, no. This is wrong. So B is correct. Exclaimed with sorrow that he had been very foolish. Next, you see. Next, you can see here. She said, "What a beautiful scene." So this is again an exclamatory sentence. This is an exclamatory sentence. She said that this will be wrong. Either this will be correct or this will. She wondered also is wrong. Now I told you what becomes a very. So this is this. This is wrong. Now number 14 you see. He says, "I am glad to be here this evening." Now this is a rule you must follow, that he says that I am glad to be here this evening. Now you remember that this reporting verb, when it is in present tense, there will be no change. The entire sentence remains in the present tense. That is, if the sentence is in the present tense and the changes do not occur if the speech is reported in the during the same period or at the same place. He says, "I am glad to be here this evening." All right. So here, what is it? "I am glad to be here this evening." So he says that there'll be no change. He said will be wrong because this you cannot change the reporting verb. The B, this will be also wrong. So the either of them will be correct. He says he is glad to be there that evening. This will not be correct. I told you as that there'll be no change if the reporting is done at the same time and the same place. So this will be correct. He says he is glad to be here. No change will be this evening. He says, "I'm glad to be here this evening." He's telling at that moment where he's in the same place and at the same time. So there'll be no change. So another person will be speaking his sentence in indirect speech. He says he's glad to be here this evening. Next, you see. Number 15. Rita says he sings well. So this is again a reporting verb is in the present tense. So here the sentence will not change. Rita says that he sings well. This is correct. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. So these are the 15 sentences. I hope you have understood well of these changes in narration, and I will come up with the next session very soon. Previous to this, I have done the active and passive voice. Please go through them also. Those are also very important. So see you soon.